Alright, it is Monday, October 14, 2019 at 10:12 p.m. Alright, let's take a look quickly here at the National Hurricane Center. We have Tropical Depression 15 with maximum sustained winds of 30 knots or 35 miles an hour, minimal central pressure of 1,006 millibars, located at 13.2 north and 20.2 west, movement northwest at 7 knots or 8 miles an hour, coming right off the coast of Africa. Alright, also we have Disturbance 1 with 0% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours by the Yucatan Peninsula. And then we have in the middle of the Atlantic Disturbance 2 with 20% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours. Let's take a look at Tropical Depression 15. Tropical Depression 15 is forecast to become a storm and then into a depression by 2 p.m. on Thursday. Alright, a storm by 5 p.m. on Monday and 2 a.m. on Wednesday, 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and then turn into a depression at 2 p.m. on Thursday. Alright, let's go back to the National Hurricane Center and let's take a look at the North Pacific. We have a Disturbance 1 with 70% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours and formation chance through 5 days high at 80% below Mexico and the Yucatan Peninsula. Alright, and then let's take a look at the Central Pacific, and we have no tropical cyclone activity expected during the next 48 hours in the Hawaiian area. Alright, let's take a look at satellite imagery of what's happening right now. This is what the United States and the Caribbean looks like right now. Alright, let's take a look at the Gulf of Mexico. Pretty much clear. Some rain happening below the Yucatan. Alright, let's take a look at the Eastern Gulf. This is Tropical Storm 15 coming off of Africa. And there's more behind it. There's more storm clouds in the African continent. Alright, let's take a look at the Weather Channel. Southern Soaker to become wet, windy, northeast coastal storm. A stalling front will bring drought-helping rainfall to the south early this week. Low pressure will develop on the front and track toward the northeast coast. A low could bring wet and windy conditions to the northeast midweek. Drought-helping rains are headed for the south, and the northeast will see a wet, windy coastal storm from an active weather pattern setting up in the east throughout the week ahead. A front has stalled out over the south, and it will linger over the region through early this week. The front, in combination with tropical moisture from the eastern Pacific and Gulf of Mexico, will bring much-needed rainfall to many areas. By midweek, an incoming southward plunge on the jet stream will help develop low pressure along the front, which will turn into a blistery coastal storm near the eastern seaboard. Rainfall is now increasing in the southern plains and Mississippi Valley as the stall front lifts northward as a warm front. Southern soaking early this week. On Tuesday, moisture will increase across the south head of an incoming jet disturbance. Widespread moderate to locally heavy rainfall is anticipated. The chance for rain will linger into Wednesday from southern Texas into the southeast. Many locations can expect rainfalls totals from 1 to 3 inches from East Texas to southern Virginia, with locally higher amounts. Although the rain is beneficial, there could be a few localized areas of flash flooding if too much rain falls in a short amount of time. The greatest chance of localized flooding will be on Tuesday and Tuesday night from northern Louisiana eastward through central and southern Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and southern South Carolina. Alright, northeast coastal storm midweek. The previously mentioned jet stream disturbance will help develop low pressure on the front, which will intensify and track near the northeast coast midweek. At the same time, another area of low pressure will approach from the Great Lakes and eastern Canada. What all of this means is that the northeast will likely see wet and windy conditions from Wednesday through Thursday. This will not be a long-lasting system, but the combination of rain and wind could contribute to travel headaches. The rain and wind could strip away some of the foliage in parts of New England. Portions of New England are currently experiencing peak fall color. recent dry southeastern pattern. The wet pattern is a significant change for recent weather conditions and good news for drought-stricken areas. September was the driest on record for several southern cities, including Nashville, Tennessee, Montgomery, Alabama, Tupelo, Mississippi, Tallahassee, Florida, and New Orleans, according to the Southern Regional Climate Center. Alright, let's take a look at the next story. It says it's a record snowy start for the northern Rockies and Plains, and winter is still over 2 months away. We've barely stepped into autumn, but some areas have very snowy start. A number of cities from eastern Washington to the Dakotas have had record snowy start for the season. This is due to the late September winter storm, then a blizzard last week. Just 3 weeks into autumn, a pair of unusually strong early snowstorms delivered the snowiest start to the season on record in parts of the northern Rockies and northern Plains. By season, we mean the time of the year between the first snow of fall and the last snow of spring. So far, it's been a busy start. The late September snowstorm buried parts of the northern Rockies and up to 4 feet of snow. Last week's storm, named Winter Storm Aubrey by the Weather Channel, dumped up to 30 inches of snow and brought blizzard conditions to parts of North Dakota. Through October 13th, 6 cities in the area from eastern Washington to the Dakotas have had a record snowy start to their snow season. Spokane, Washington has already picked up 6.9 inches of snow this season, almost 5 times its previous snowiest start of 1.4 inches in 1926. In an average season, it would take until November 29th for this amount of snow to fall in a Washington state second largest city. Spokane had only its second September snowfall on record when it picked up 3.3 inches from September 28th to the 29th. Tree limbs weighed down by wet snow were pushed into power lines by strong winds, triggering power outages in the city. Just over a week later, another 3.6 inches of snow blanketed the city from October 8th through 9th, leading to more down power lines and power outages. Alright, and the last story. Tropical Depression 15 formed in a rare location for solely in the Atlantic hurricane season. This is the storm that's by Africa. Tropical Depression 15 has formed near the western coast of Africa. This is a rare location for a tropical depression to form solely in the hurricane season. Tropical Depression 15 has formed near the western coast of Africa in the far eastern Atlantic Ocean, a region where tropical cyclone formation is very rare at this time of year. This new depression, just over 300 miles southeast of the Cabo Verde Islands, as of Monday morning, bringing northwestward in the general direction of those islands. The center of the Tropical Depression 15 is forecast to pass over near the eastern Cabo Verde Islands on Tuesday, then move near the central portion of those islands Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. The National Hurricane Center predicts the depression will strengthen into a tropical storm by Tuesday. If it does so, it will be given the name Nestor. And you see a picture here of the Cabo Verde Islands and the forecasted mile per hour winds, 45 mile per hour winds, Wednesday early morning, Thursday 30 mile per hour winds, and Friday 25 mile per hour winds. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more videos. And remember, we have a sponsor, Dave's Empire 1981. Check them out in the link below on the description. And see you guys next time. God bless you guys.